Let me turn this up. Oh, yes, all the way up. Can you talk louder?
Can you hear me better now?
I can just barely hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, that's about as far.
Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be hard. Here, let me turn off my air conditioner and everything else. All right.
Put your phone closer to the camera.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah.
Should follow.
So, anyway, so let's get started here. That's as loud as you can talk, huh? Are you there?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, I'm trying to. The speaker's up as loud as it goes. So let me get organized here. All right, so you can hear me at least, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start by your name.
Monica Lee,
Okay, and you work for the Tucson Police Department?
correct.
And what is your rank?
Officer.
Officer? You're not a sergeant or anything?
Nope.
Okay, what is your education?
Regarding law enforcement,
Yes.
I did a basic academy followed by field training.
You have any college degrees?
I do
And what is that in?
psychology.
Psychology. Okay. You have any First Amendment training?
Specifically, like,
On the First Amendment? Classes on the First Amendment?
specifically on the First Amendment, not that I recall.
Okay. What about classes or any diplomas? Do you have any diplomas? You have a high school diploma, right?
Correct.
And and what high school do you graduate from?
Is that relevant to the case?
No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, all right, it ain't relevant to the case. But you're from Tucson.
Okay, again, is that relevant?
Okay, how long have you been a officer?
23 years.
23 years, and you lived in. You've been an officer for Tucson Police Department for 23 years.
Correct.
Okay. Have you ever been in IA or OPS?
Yeah.
You wasn't. Do you remember the statement that you guys read to everyone that's coming in to talk to you about it's a crime to lie to you guys? Do you remember that?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with what it,
How you start every interview, you notify the person that to be truthful, correct?
as an IA investigator? Is that
Correct. As an IA, you as an IA investigator, right?
I am not an IA investigator.
Okay, you said you was, right?
No.
Okay, I asked you if you ever been have you ever been an IA investigator? So the answer is no.
Okay. I misunderstood your question. I
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah. I asked if you was ever an IA. So you was never in IA.
I have never been an IA investigator.
Thank you. That's what I asked. Okay, so at the beginning of each one, you know the IA investigators usually tell you about it. You know, you have to do a false statement, or you could be arrested. You know how they say that.
Okay, I don't specifically recall what they say, but is this relevant to the case that you're asking
Yeah.
about?
I'm just asking. Okay, you understand you're under oath on this. You have to tell the truth under this interview, correct?
Okay, that's part of my job, correct?
So yes. So do you know MaryJane?
Do I know her? I've spoken with her on the phone, and I believe I've seen her in person, but I don't associate with her.
Okay, you have seen her in person?
I believe so.
Wait 1 second. Here. Yeah, I just can't hear you very good, so I'm trying to turn all the fans off and stuff because they're so hard to hear. So you have met her in person once or twice, or how many times?
I don't recall.
But did you ever, you have at least once?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. All right, so how many officers did you talk to about this case?
I don't have a number for you.
Okay, did you talk to Officer Sachs about this?
I don't believe so.
Did you talk to which officer gave you this gave this to you? Was it a sergeant?
Gave the case to me?
Correct.
It was a call for service, so I took the call.
Okay, but which officer told you to put out a stop and arrest on me?
That was Sergeant Keating.
Okay, thank you. Is he your sergeant?
No.
All right, and you don't know any other officers you talked. So you did talk to him about this case, right?
I don't recall speaking with him, no.
So how did you get the case? He sent it over to you by email or what?
No, after cases are completed, they are forwarded to investigative units, and then the investigative units follow up. And his instruction was to follow up on this case.
Okay, on this case, do you know the location this happened at?
240 North Stone?
And on the front of that building, do you know what it says?
Not specifically.
On big letters? Is that, do you know what offices are inside that building?
I believe there are county officers and possibly some other offices as well.
Okay, but you don't know the name of the building?
We call it Justice Court.
Okay, so that building on the front, would you be surprised if it says County Public Service Center? Would you be surprised if it said that?
No.
Okay, and then underneath it, it says the things that are listed there. Justice Court's one of them. Do you agree with that?
I don't know what's on the sign.
Okay, Justice Court, you think Justice Court's in that building?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think the assessor is in that building?
I don't know.
How about the county recorder? Is that in that building?
I don't know. It's
What-
irrelevant.
All right, yes, ma'am. Please just answer my questions. I can talk about the relevance later, but that's going to come more in play at trial when you're on the stand. But I got to get it broad. I have to figure out what is relevant. So that's what I'm trying to do by asking you a question. So if you would make it easier for me and just answer the questions, either you do or you don't. So it's a yes or no question. How about the treasurer? Is that in that building? You think?
I don't know.
Okay. And what about the constables? Is that in that building?
I don't know.
So the only one that you know is Justice Court is in that building.
As far as I know, yes.
And do you know, and this is where the incident happened, right? Do you know where in this building that this incident happened?
In the lobby area, I believe.
Correct. So as soon as you walk through the doors, that's the lobby area? Okay. And do you know the definition of a courthouse under the Supreme Court, Arizona Supreme Court Rule 122?
No.
Okay. So are you allowed to record your public officials in the public areas of the public building?
I'm sorry, say the question again?
Are you allowed to record in the public areas of a public building?
As law enforcement with our body worn cameras, we do.
So you can record in the public areas of a public building, and
Enforcement has body worn cameras that are utilized during
Yes.
investigation.
yes, and can the public record their public officials in the public areas of a public building?
I believe that's been brought up before, and they have ruled that it is not okay to videotape or record.
In the public areas of a public building? Who ruled on that?
I would have to look that up specifically.
Okay, you can write that down, and we can find that out, because we could have a second interview, because I do have a lot of questions about that, because that's what these charges are about. So in a
The charges are about you trespassing, not specifically what got you.
okay, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. That's one of the big topics on the 3 cases. So yes, let's go with that then. What 3 charges are you charging me with? Did you charge me with?
The charges are criminal trespassing, disorderly conduct, and assault.
All right. I can come back to this other question. We can go right to that if you want, and that, because that's just as important as what I'm asking you. So let's go. Can you tell me what's the number of the statute that they charged me with on trespassing?
I'm assuming it's the 1315.
What'd you say, ma'am?
131503,
Yes. Okay, can you tell me what that is?
not verbatim off the top of my head.
It's only two sentences.
Okay.
So it's really short. Can you give me the gist of what your understanding of it is?
Remaining in a place when you are not legally allowed to be there.
Okay. So you kind of skipped entering. What about entering?
Yes, that's being in a place where you're not allowed to be.
So by knowingly, right? So I'll just read it to you to make it easy. So a person commits criminal trespass in the 2nd degree by knowingly entering or remaining unlawfully in or on non-residential structure or in any fenced commercial yard. Okay? So was I in a fenced commercial yard?
You were in a non-residential structure.
Okay. The question was, do you understand the question? Was I in a fenced commercial yard?
You were in a non-residential structure.
Okay. So the answer is no. I'm going to ask it again, ma'am. Was I in any fenced commercial yard?
You were in
A yes or no question, ma'am. Was I in a fenced commercial yard?
I'm telling you what you were in.
Okay, I'm asking you if I was in a fenced commercial yard.
At that time, you were not.
Okay, thank you. And then now next question, you keep answering that. So did I unlawfully enter any non-residential structure?
Not at that time that I know of.
So tell me by reading your report, let me go to that here. let me go to your report here real quick here. In your report, you have that in front of you? Do you have your own report in front of you, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, the one that says narrative probable cause statement, PC statement, do you have that one in front of you? Did you hear the question?
I did, but I do not at the moment, no.
Okay, can you get that in front of you?
I'm trying. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's a pretty short statement. Can you read that to me?
I don't need to. You have a copy of it.
Yes, I want to know your understanding of it. So could you please read that to me?
I'm not going to read you my report when you
Okay.
have a copy of it.
I'm just curious. This is no offense, but can you read?
That's part of the requirement, yeah.
So you can read, but you won't read that your own report to me?
I'm not going to waste time reading something that you have in front of you.
Okay. So I'm trying to get this on the record, ma'am. So I can't get this on the record unless you let me read it for you. I can read.
Report is the record. That is the record.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get your understanding of it. I know what you put on paper, but do you understand what you put on paper?
Yes, I'm the one who wrote it.
Okay, so it says on February 18th, 2025, Mark Brown entered the Pima County Justice Court and began recording on his cell phone. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any, how do you know that? Where do you get that from?
That was from the complainant.
Okay, the complainant told you that? Was that complainant under oath when they told you that?
No, that's her report.
So that report, this is secondhand, she told you and you wrote it down on this report, correct?
Correct.
But she wasn't under oath.
No.
So then it continues to say, court security asked him to leave. You see that?
Mhm.
Can you tell me approximately how much time between me entering the court and then them asking me to leave? You know how much time that was?
No.
You have any idea at all?
No,
Could
I
it?
do not.
So could it have been 2 hours?
That would be a long period of time.
So
Yes.
so what if it was an hour? Could it have been an hour?
It could have been. I don't know how much time elapsed.
But the way this is written, and you wrote this narrative, right? You wrote it.
Yes.
So is everything that you wrote on this narrative, is it factual?
To the best of my ability, yes.
So, and then right after that, it said he refused. Is there any video or audio that has me refusing? Did you review that?
There is video, and based off of the complainant's statement, seem to corroborate that.
So there ain't no audio. You never heard any audio of this.
No.
Did you watch the video?
I believe I did.
Okay. What did you see in the video?
It appeared that security approached you, spoke with you, and you were not leaving the building.
Okay. How many seconds did they speak with me before?
Like I
Pardon me?
said, I'm frame on this.
You're breaking up, ma'am.
I don't have time frames on those.
Okay. So when somebody under the statement I just read you, it doesn't even have that in there that about being asked to leave under 1503, correct? All it says is I read it to you. So what is your probable cause to put for her to for me to be charged with this or her to put her hands on me? Do you know?
As representatives of the building, they have the right to say who is and is not allowed to be there.
Okay. What facts led you to believe that I knowingly entered or remained unlawfully?
Based on her statements in the video,
So her statements alone is the only thing that you got that says I remained on the property.
in the video,
So, yeah, does the video show that she asked me to leave?
does it show her asking? I don't recall.
The video. I ask you, does the video show that?
Yeah, I don't recall it.
Okay, was there any sound on the video?
Yeah, I don't believe there's any audio.
Yeah, so that's an easy question, right? So you didn't hear it from the video because there's no audio on the video.
Correct.
So was I in a public lobby at the time of the incident?
I'm sorry? What?
Was I in a public lobby in the time of the incident?
Yeah.
In that public lobby, am I allowed to record? Lawfully, by a law. Is there any law that says I can't record in a public lobby?
Again, your arrest was not based on your recording. It was.
I know, that ain't the question, ma'am.
Okay, so let's keep it to the case.
The question is, I'm gonna ask again.
Okay, you can ask it again, and I'm gonna say I don't have an answer to that.
Yes,
I don't have to go to the
okay.
courtroom for the
But
building.
that's part of the elements of,
Please.
so anyway, that's part of the elements of criminal trespass in the second degree, right?
Part of it is remaining unlawfully, yes. And when they
Yes,
ask you to-
so at that time, when I walked in the building, so you saw the video in this case, right? When it started, can you go to that video so we can be on the same page? Can you bring that up?
No, the video I don't have.
You're gonna have to get that. So at the end of all these other questions, I'm gonna have to go back to this because the video is the only evidence that you gave me. So I have to go by that. And if we're not on the same page, you remember what happened when the video started? I was in the lobby, right?
I didn't give you any video.
Okay, did you reviewed the video in this case before you issued your probable cause statement, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about that video. Okay, that video review, do you remember what happened in the video?
Not specifically.
Okay, then how did you write a probable cause statement? And you don't understand the video?
Because at the time that I wrote the probable cause statement, I had reviewed the video, but that's been some time now, and I
Okay.
don't remember.
How hard would it be for you to get that video up right now? Did you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
What was the answer?
I'm trying to get it up right now. Is there something specific?
Okay, you can get it up then. All right. Yeah, get it up. Because I want to know where in that video gave you probable cause to think that I was there unlawfully.
Okay, the probable cause is based on the entirety of the circumstances, and based on the circumstances, I felt that there was probable cause that you had committed those crimes. That's why the 1082 was issued.
Okay, so do you got the video up?
I'm not gonna go through the video with you right now.
Yeah, you have, we're gonna be doing this another time, but I can go through other, if you can't get that video up, then that's gonna be the main thing that we're gonna be in court. And you're gonna have to understand that video really good, because I'm gonna go step by step. I'm hoping that you understand it and saw it, so we don't have to go through this in court in front of a judge, because he's gonna make you answer all these questions.
Yep, and that's fine.
Yeah, but I need to know now before we get to court. Correct?
What do you need to know?
I think I just asked you what I need to know. Are you able to get that video up right now? That's the question.
No,
What was your answer?
I said I'm waiting.
Oh, you're waiting for it to come up? You started your computer, is that what you're telling me? Excuse me, ma'am?
Okay, and what specifically were you looking for?
Okay, start the video. What's the first thing you see on the video? When it starts. You got it up?
No.
Still not?
No, not yet.
You guys, you have slow internet there, or what's the problem? You know? Are you in there by yourself, ma'am? Hey, ma'am, are you by yourself right now? Can you hear me? Hey, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I asked that 3 times. Is there a problem with our communication? Or do you hear me 3 times?
I can hear you now.
All right. You can hear me, and do you have the video up yet?
No, it's not.
Okay, going by your memory of the video, when it started, what was I doing?
Based off of memory, I don't know specifically what you were doing exactly, but I believe you were either sitting in the lobby or standing up talking to some people.
When it started, I was doing that?
I don't recall specifically.
Okay. At that time, when the video starts and you see me, did you have any reason to believe that I entered or was remaining unlawfully in or on any non-residential structure?
No, not at that time.
Okay. So let me know when your video comes up. So, because I need to know what time on this video did I start trespassing. Is the video up yet?
No.
Huh. It takes me 10 seconds to get my video up. So how long is it going to take to get your video up?
Yeah.
Pardon me?
And maybe the city needs to get whatever computer you have.
I have the cheapest computer from Best Buy.
There you go.
So how, you know about how long it's gonna take to get your video up? 'Cause I can move on to other questions and, cause this is real important though.
Yeah, let's do that, because it's not coming up.
All right, so. Can a public lobby in a courthouse be considered a non-residential structure?
Sure.
Okay. Did anyone inform me I was not allowed to be there prior to this incident?
I don't know that.
So, okay, so do you remember at what point that I was actually trespassing? Which means, and according to 13-1503,
I don't know at what specific point in time or what specific hour and minute that you were trespassing, but based off of her statement and the video, it appeared that you were not that you didn't leave when asked to do so.
okay, did I refuse to leave?
That's what it appeared.
It appears that way. I'm asking you, what evidence do you have that I refused to leave?
I'm saying it appeared from the video and her statements that you did not leave when asked to do so.
Okay, but you can't get that video up, right? You got it up yet?
No.
Okay, so it appeared to you in that video that I was asked to leave. So, but you admitted that that video has no sound. So I'm kind of confused here. How does it appear on the video that I was asked to leave?
When several security guards approached you,
Okay, and I was in the public lobby at that time, right?
yes.
So, at what point was I there unlawfully? Under the statute that you read to me.
When they asked you to leave and you did not.
Okay? Asking me to leave is not even in the statute, ma'am. It's it's whether I was unlawfully
When you
there.
failed to leave, remained unlawfully on the premises.
Okay, when I refused to leave, and you have proof that I refused to leave?
No, I have probable cause to believe that you refused to leave.
Okay, and what probable cause is that? What probable cause do you have that I refused to leave?
Her statement and the video.
Okay, the video has no sound. We went over that. So you didn't see me refuse to leave, did you?
At no point did you leave prior to them having to call medical attention for you.
How many seconds? How many seconds did? So when somebody asks you to leave, how many seconds are you allowed to leave?
There is no set time.
So you can ask me to leave and then throw your hands on me, right? Will you let me finish the question, ma'am? So can you ask somebody to leave and then 1 second later put your hands on them?
That would be unreasonable, and that's.
Yes, it would be unreasonable. So if somebody did that, that would be unreasonable, right?
That's not something that I would do.
But that's something MaryJane did, ain't it?
I don't know.
So since you can't look at the video, you don't know how many seconds between they approached me and they put their hands on me, do you?
No, I don't.
All she has is hearsay.
So basically, this is all hearsay from MaryJane, right?
This is her, yes, that was her report along with the video.
Okay, now, I'm still trying to get to the violation of this statute, and I'm only on the first one. So you don't have any evidence that I remained unlawfully, right?
I had probable cause to believe that you remained unlawfully.
And do you have probable cause to believe that I entered unlawfully?
No.
So only remaining unlawfully is your question. So if I was asked to leave and I said, I am leaving, and reached for my bag to get my bag, would that be unreasonable to put your hands on me?
It depends on the circumstances.
Okay, but what circumstance would make it illegal for me to reach for my bag to take it with me?
And I didn't say it was illegal.
I said unreasonable. So anyway, if I had a bag there, would it be reasonable that if I was kicked out, I would have to grab my bag?
If I was asking you to leave and you went to grab your bag to leave, I would have allowed you to do so.
Okay, and then like if I was asked to leave and I was reaching for my bag and to pull out a paper that showed that I was lawfully allowed to be there and record in there, that would be unreasonable, wouldn't it? To arrest me for reaching for my bag.
I'm not going to speculate on that.
Okay, so I just want to know at what point was I unlawfully there in the public lobby?
You asked me for like a specific hour and minute because I don't have that. And that's what it seems like you're asking for.
At what point in anything that you reviewed, the video, any evidence that you have, you said you had probable cause to say that I was unlawfully there. But you ain't told me what probable cause yet. All you said is because MaryJane said something to you.
Yes, her statement was that she had asked you to leave, you refused to leave, and that was the probable cause coupled with the video that showed that it doesn't appear that you made any attempt to leave.
Okay. Do you stand by your probable cause statement under penalty of perjury?
Under penalty of perjury, what do you mean?
I'm asking you, do you stand by your probable cause statement
Yes,
under penalty of perjury?
if I didn't believe there was probable cause, I would not have issued.
But you don't know what the probable cause is, so you shouldn't have issued this, correct?
No, that's not correct.
So if Mary,
I believe that you probably remained on the premises after being asked to leave.
but that ain't in the statute. That is in 1502, but you didn't charge me with 1502, did you, Mary? Or did you, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
You charged me with 13-1503. You're quoting trespassing laws from 15-02.
Okay, well, if the statute is wrong, then it can get dismissed.
No, the statute ain't wrong. But what I'm asking you, you're not following the statute because the statute doesn't say anything about being asked to leave. Is that because this was a public lobby, right?
Okay, if he asked you to leave, you are, and you did not, you are remaining unlawfully.
Okay. So soon as she asked me to leave, and I said I'm going to leave, and then I reached to get my bag and pull out a paper to show her that I was in a place I was allowed to be, then that was unreasonable, ain't it?
I wasn't there.
But you're the one that you had me arrested, ma'am. And in these 3 crimes, they're asking for jail time. You're trying to put me in jail for this probable cause that you did, right?
No, I'm not trying to put you in jail.
Okay, you're trying to convict me of something that you can't define.
sorry? I'm trying to convict you? No, that's not my job to convict you.
Okay. All right. So at what point was I there unlawfully? So how many, so if she asked me to leave and I said I'm leaving, then she shouldn't have put her hands on me, huh?
That's not for me to say what she should and shouldn't have done.
All right. Did you see her in the video? Did you see her grab my phone?
I don't recall if she specifically grabbed your phone, but I remember her grabbing towards you.
You know, was that lawful? Does the security guards, do they have the right? Do they have the arrest power? Security guards at a courthouse?
Security has the right to detain people.
Okay. So security has a right to detain somebody if they're recording in a public area. Is that what you're saying?
No, I said security has the right to detain people.
For any reason they want?
That would be whatever orders that they go by, that they operate by.
Okay. I have their orders in front of me here. Do you? Do you have their orders?
No.
They have specific orders what to do.
Okay.
Okay. And do you know if grabbing somebody's phone's on that specific order?
I don't know.
If it says they can ask us to leave and then they can call the police is the one that can come and arrest you, correct?
Police have arrest powers, that's correct.
Yes. But they don't. Security, they don't, correct?
No, they are not commissioned officers.
And so let's go to something that you should know more here about your, about your general orders?
Which one specifically?
Your general orders under the 2200 constitutional orders. Do you know about that?
I've read them.
Okay. Do you have them in front of you?
No.
Okay, let me read you something here out of your 2200 constitutional orders is page 9 of your general orders. In furtherance and protection of constitutional rights to record public officials, department members shall not threaten, intimidate, or otherwise discourage any individual from recording police activities. Additionally, members shall not order a person to cease recording activity. Does that sound familiar?
Okay.
Does that sound familiar?
I don't recall that specifically, but I'll take your word for it. Go ahead.
Okay, so you, under your own orders, you cannot ask me to leave or stop recording, correct?
I didn't ask you to stop recording.
Okay, I got that. Okay, and you can't, and under the same order, right underneath it, you can't detain that person based upon photography or recording activity.
I believe all that applies to being in, not inside a building.
Yeah. So did your video come up yet?
No.
All right, so we're gonna have to we're gonna go through all the other stuff, but I have lots of questions on that. So we're gonna have to have another interview when you can get the computer. Was you able to review it last time when you first got the case? Your computer worked at that time. I'm taking it.
I'm sorry, ask the question again?
Did your computer work when you watched this video, right? Once before, at least once.
Yes.
More than once?
I don't believe so.
Okay, the time that you watched the video, did your computer work then?
Yes,
Did you have the same computer?
yes,
And do you know why it ain't working now?
no, not an IT.
Okay, so anyway, in a public lobby, do I have the right to be there? Do I have the right to be in a public lobby?
Unless an authorized representative of the property says otherwise.
So if they did that because of a constitutionally protected activity, such as recording, that would be unreasonable, wouldn't it?
I don't know what their rules are for operation.
Do you know why MaryJane was asking me to leave?
No. I believed it was because you were recording.
Correct. Thank you.
Again.
Okay. And so, in under their own definition of a courthouse, as we first talked about, there's other things in that courthouse. That lobby is the lobby to the county recorder, right?
I don't know.
That's the lobby to the assessor's office, right?
I don't know.
So have you ever been in that building?
Yes.
Do you remember other things being in there besides the court?
I don't.
Do you know their definition of a courthouse? Under that definition, that under 122.1?
No, I don't.
Do you know what Supreme Court Rule 122.1 is?
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
You never read it?
I'm not familiar with it.
That's about recording in a courthouse. That's the laws that require recording in a courthouse. So you're unfamiliar with the laws or the rule for that they're supposed to follow recording in a courthouse. Is that correct?
Recording in the courthouse was not my issue. The trespassing and the other stuff was.
But if I was trespassing simply because I was recording, that would be against 122.1, wouldn't it?
I can't say. I won't
Okay.
know.
Do you know that they have administrative orders?
If the court has administrative orders for the security guard,
Correct.
that I don't know. I would think so.
Okay. You don't have their administrative orders in front of you, do you?
No.
Okay, let me read what their order says. Okay? Assign court staff, security officers, or police officers who observe a person of violating this order well. First, A, advise the person of the violation orally and provide a copy of the attached document, photography and electronic recording violation warning. B, direct the person to immediately stop and delete the recording. So, do you have any evidence that that happened?
No. Not that I-
Okay. C, the person does not comply, direct the person to leave the facility, and if the person does not comply, contact law enforcement. Is that what you saw in the video?
That sounds like it might apply.
Okay, is that what you saw in the video? That they called law enforcement, but they didn't put their hands on me?
So they did call 911.
Okay. So what it's saying is they're supposed to call law enforcement to let law enforcement put their hand on me, correct?
We are allowed to put hands on you as
Who's we? Okay, you're not you're a police officer, right?
law enforcement is allowed.
Law enforcement is, okay. MaryJane's not law enforcement, is she?
No.
Okay, so when you watch that video, who put their hands on who first?
I believe she reached for you.
She reached for me or she grabbed my phone?
Like I stated earlier, I don't recall specifically which one it was.
Okay, is your video up yet?
No.
Okay, so what I just read you, according to what I just read you, does that appear like she was following them orders?
I'm not going to comment on her administrative orders.
Okay, so you're saying I put my hands on her first or she put her hands on me? I want to get this clear.
No, I don't recall.
So if she,
don't remember her, but I don't, like I said, it's been a while.
okay, if she put her hands on me first, that wouldn't be following these orders, would it?
Like I said, I'm not going to comment on their orders.
But you think you had probable cause to arrest me for
Yes.
three charges.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go over the next one. So you didn't charge me with criminal trespass in the third degree. That's 1502, right? So I can put that one away. So let me get the other one out here. You remember, tell me what disorderly conduct is. The other charge you got me for is disorderly conduct, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me what disorderly conduct is?
You were causing a disturbance, creating,
I'm asking you to tell me what disorderly conduct is.
I'm not going to read the statute verbatim to you.
It's a very small statute.
Okay.
Can you generalize? What do you think it says?
I already indicated to you.
I'm talking about disorderly conduct, ma'am. We're talking about disorderly conduct now. We already decided you don't know what criminal trespass in the second degree is. What you charged me with 1503, but you don't know what it is. We already decided that. Now we moved on. We moved on to disorderly conduct. Okay? Can you tell me what disorderly conduct is? What's your understanding of disorderly conduct?
Fighting, unreasonable noise.
Okay, was I fighting?
I don't recall.
Is there any probable cause that you saw that I was fighting?
I believe you put along those lines.
I'm sorry, you was breaking up again.
Assault. No, the disorderly conduct with the fighting. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to assault. I'm trying to do these one at a time. We already came to the conclusion, you don't know what 1503 is, so I don't think I could be violation of that. You don't even know what it is. I lawfully entered and I wasn't unlawfully staying. So now we're on disorderly conduct. So can you tell me what part of disorderly conduct that I violated?
That's disturbing the normal operations, disruptive behavior.
Okay, what did I do? What did you see me do that was disruptive?
It appeared that you were refusing to lead.
Because I was recording, right? I was recording.
That's what MaryJane said.
So is recording being disruptive?
Remaining.
Okay, that ain't what I asked you. I'm asking you, is recording being disruptive?
They determined that it was.
Who determined that?
Security.
Okay, is security the one that determines probable cause? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, then what does it matter? I'm asking you a specific question. Can you tell me what I did that was disorderly?
The fact that you were refusing to leave,
Okay, is that a fact? You just said fact.
okay, the probability that you were refusing to leave after being asked to do so,
That's disorderly? So you're talking about trespassing 15-02. That's in that. But you didn't charge me with that, ma'am. Do you understand that?
okay, yeah, okay, so that can be either dismissed or amended.
Okay, but you're the one that put in the probable cause statement. You're going to be up on the bench explaining this. I'm going to have some serious questions. So
Okay.
if you can't answer the simple little question when we're on an interview, you're sitting at your desk, how are you going to do it in front of the courtroom?
Okay,
I'm asking you, how are you going to do that? You're agreeing with me, okay? So are you going to
yeah, but what is your question?
ask the prosecutors to drop these charges?
No,
So you're going to go to court and explain to them what I did was disorderly. Oh, go ahead.
I don't make determination on whether the attorney goes forward with charges.
Are you planning on telling the truth in court?
Absolutely,
Are you telling the truth now?
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you again. What did I do that fits the disorderly conduct classification?
Remaining on premises,
Okay, that's not in there.
you asked me a question, so I'm answering.
Yeah, I asked you about disorderly conduct, and you keep going back to trespassing in the third.
That is so they requested medical attention for you, and then refusing medical attention.
Okay, you have proof. I refused medical attention? You said I refused medical attention?
And that was the statement that was made to me
By who?
by the complainant.
And the complainant that wasn't under oath, right?
She was making a police report.
But she wasn't under oath, right? Is it against the law to lie on a police report?
I'm sorry?
Is it against the law to lie on a police report?
False statements, yes.
So if it's determined that she made a false statement on a police report, are you going to arrest MaryJane?
No, that's not going to be my call. That's not my case. My case was this one.
Okay, so let's go back to disorderly. You ain't said anything on the disorderly statute that I did yet.
Just some behavior.
Okay, that's not on the statement. Okay, let me read. Let's go one by one to see if I was doing that. Was I recklessly handling, displaying, or discharging a deadly weapon or a dangerous instrument?
No.
Okay. Was I refusing to obey a lawful order to disperse issued by a maintain public safety in dangerous proximity of a fire or a hazard or any other emergency?
No.
Okay. Did I make any protracted commotion, utterance, or display with the intent to prevent the transaction of business of a lawful meeting, gathering, or possession, or? Did I do that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay. Did I make any protracted commotion, utterance, or display with the intent to prevent the transaction of business of a lawful meeting, gathering, or proceeding?
Okay.
What was the answer?
I don't know what your intent was.
Okay, I'm reading the statute again. So if you don't know my intent, then I can't be intentionally doing this. Let me read that again. And tell me if you don't understand these questions. Okay, did I make any protracted commotion, utterance, or display with the intent to prevent the transaction of business?
Possibly.
Okay, what was that? Can you articulate that?
By remaining on the premises.
Okay, that's not in here. You keep going back to that. That's trespassing in the third degree.
Yes.
So we're talking about disorderly conduct right now. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
Okay, so can you answer that question? Was I making any protected commotion? Do you have evidence that I was making protected commotion?
I think maybe your presence could have been.
Okay, not maybe, I'm asking you. So you have to articulate what commotion. You just can't say. So I'm asking you, did I make any protected commotion?
There was no audio, like you said, so I can't
Yeah.
hear what was going on.
So you had no probable cause to believe that I was.
Okay, but your presence,
Okay, ma'am, I'm asking you, did you have any probable cause to believe I was?
yes, I had probable cause.
Okay, what was it?
Cause.
What was
I
it?
had cause to believe that you were causing a disturbance by being in the courtroom or in the lobby of the courthouse and not obeying the security officer's direction to leave the premises.
And how do you know that?
That's my probable cause. That is what I believe.
Okay, and we already talked about that. If I was but we're on disorderly conduct. You keep going back to trespassing in the third degree. So let me go on. So since there wasn't no audio, you don't know if I was making unreasonable noise.
Correct.
Okay? And now, did you see me starting and engaging in fighting, violent, or seriously disruptive behavior?
There was no fighting that I saw.
Okay?
Oh,
Okay? Did you see me on that video use abusive or offensive language or gestures to any person present in a manner likely to provoke immediately physical retaliation by such person?
I don't recall.
So you didn't see that. I'm asking you if you saw that.
Yeah, and I said I don't recall.
So is your video up yet?
No.
So even if it was, that video wouldn't show me using abusive language, would it?
There's no audio.
Correct. So the answer to that question is no. You don't have any probable cause that I used abusive language, right?
No.
Did you see me use any abusive gestures?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you view any other thing besides that video?
I don't believe so.
Do you know this whole incident was live streamed, audio and video? Do you know that?
No.
So you never saw the live stream.
No.
Do you know that the court security was watching my live stream? Do you know that?
No.
So you can't see audio on the video, but my live stream will show the audio, right? You think if I was live streaming, the audio will be on there?
Would be on what?
My live stream. I was live streaming audio and video of this incident.
Okay.
And that, do you know what the live stream shows?
No.
So if the live stream have audio that defutes what MaryJane said, would you drop these charges when you saw that?
Okay. So if you have that live stream video, then I would take that to court.
It was public. It was public at the time and is public. So any officer can go see it. Do you know the name of my YouTube channel?
No.
Do you know that I have a YouTube channel?
No.
Have you heard of a YouTube channel called Tucson Police Suck?
I believe that was your email.
Okay. Yes. Did you know that was my YouTube channel and this was streamed live on that? Do you know that? Okay. So if you saw the video and it contradicts what MaryJane said, would you drop these charges?
That's not my decision. That would be up to the prosecutor.
But you said you had probable cause.
I believed I had probable cause.
Okay. Here's a real important question. How many witnesses or persons besides MaryJane did you talk to?
None.
So you investigated without talking to any witnesses. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay. How many officers did you see on that video that was arrested me?
I don't recall.
Okay. Did you interview any of them, security officers?
No.
Wouldn't you think that would be important to interview everyone there before you issued probable cause?
I believe that the video showed a lot.
The video didn't show no audio. We agreed on that, right?
Yes.
So what was said, what them officers said to me, is not on the video. We already discovered that, right?
Correct.
But it is on my live stream. But you didn't watch my live stream, and you didn't investigate any of the witnesses, not one, except for the victim called MaryJane. Correct?
Correct.
Is that the way you investigate? When you come to final conclusion and issue a stop and arrest, wouldn't you think it'd be right to talk to everybody that witnessed it and so you could know what was said?
Yes, at the time I did not have their information and they weren't spoken to.
But you're an investigator, right? You was the one assigned to investigate this incident, right?
Yes.
But you didn't investigate it. You talked to one person, the victim, and that's all you had, right? You didn't talk to any of the 6 people there that put their hands on me. You don't even know, because if you can get the video up, I want to go over one at a time, if you know the names, because there's 1 or 2 of them I don't even know the names of yet. Do you know that?
I don't know what you do and don't.
And do you believe that I have the constitutional right to call witnesses to face my accusers on the stand? Correct? I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So when you investigate anything, a car crash or whatever, do you usually talk to all the witnesses? Or at least some of them?
Generally.
But you don't have to. You can just get one side from one person and make your report, like you did here, right?
That is what I did in this case, yes.
Okay, so let's go over the, did you look at the radio call log?
No. Well, when?
So can you tell me everything that you looked at when you're investigating? Every report, every person you talked to, any reports that you looked at when you was investigating this?
No, I can't tell you.
Okay, there's the call comes off on the radio as a fight in progress. Did you know that?
Okay.
I'm asking you if you knew that.
I don't remember how it came out.
Okay, and that started at 11:37. Would you agree with that?
I don't have the time frames in front of me, but
And it says a physical fight in progress, location 240 North Stone, Tucson Justice Court. You recall that? Okay, can you tell me what a level 2 is? When they call on the radio level 2, what is that?
A level 2 just means that, there's possibility of injury.
Okay, so at 11:38:08, that's when that happened. It went to a level 2. So, and then, so a level 2, is that higher than level 3?
Yes,
Okay, so level 2 means that you're going to get there fast, right?
try to, yes,
Okay, and 240 North Stone is only about 4 or 5 blocks from 270 South Stone, correct?
yes,
So if you hit a level 2, wouldn't you rush there? And they should be there within probably 5 to 10 minutes, wouldn't you think?
if possible.
Okay. Do you know that no officers ever came?
Yes,
You do know that.
yes.
Is that common for a level 2 that's only 5 blocks away?
I don't know if that's common or not.
Do you know why they didn't come?
No,
But you just mentioned level 2 is pretty serious. That means there can be injuries, right?
yes,
So wouldn't you want to get there and stop them injuries?
if officers are available, yes,
Okay, so 5 blocks away from the main police station, and you have several officers downtown, the ones on bikes, right?
I don't know how many were working that day.
Okay, but you know this is a level 2 and no officers showed up, but you wouldn't, does that usually happen?
I don't know about usual, but it does happen.
Okay, so at 11:52, which is approximately 5 minutes later, the event changed from 2 to 3. Can you tell me what 3 is?
It's just been downgraded, meaning that maybe the threat is not as imminent.
But you're still going to respond.
Yes,
So at 11:52:44, when it went from 2 to 3, you was still going to respond at that time. They should still respond for a level 3, right?
usually, yeah.
But they didn't. Tucson police never came to this incident. And do you know they took the handcuffs off and released me?
Yes,
Did you know they unlawfully put the handcuffs on me?
no,
So, going by their orders that I read to you, they can't put their hands on you, but they can call you guys to come and put the handcuffs on. Is that what happened?
no,
Do you know why MaryJane put the handcuffs on me?
no.
If it was because I was recording, would that be wrong?
I don't know what,
Okay, if she did it because I was recording, would that be legal?
that's between the courthouse and.
Okay, can you do that? Would that be legal for you to put handcuffs on me because I was recording you?
Because you were recording me,
Yes, if I was recording you, can you put handcuffs on me?
not necessarily.
I'm asking you can, yes or no? Can you put handcuffs on me for simply recording you?
Not necessarily.
So I'm not going to hit you with a phone, but I'm standing back a few feet recording you. Is that any crime?
If you're not interfering with an investigation, I don't see a problem with that.
Okay. So the same thing would apply with Mary Jane. If I was recording her, if she put handcuffs on me because I was recording her, that would be against the law, wouldn't it?
No, because they have legal authority over the building, the interior building and the premises.
So if somebody was wearing a color of shirt that she didn't like, could she put the handcuffs on him for that?
Like I said, that's between them and their
So they got to do what they want, and you're going to back them up with a probable cause statement. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Okay, then so if she came up there and she put handcuffs on me because I was recording, that would be against their own orders, wouldn't it? That I read to you.
Like I said, I'm not going to comment on their orders. I don't know what they are.
So did you see me put my hands on Mary Jane first, or did she put her hands on me first? Which happened first?
I don't recall.
Okay, is your video up yet?
No.
Okay, do you think are they going to give you a new computer soon?
I doubt that.
Okay, then how are we going to get you to? Do you have a smartphone?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a smartphone?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go where you can see the video? Are you using your smartphone to talk to me, or a separate phone?
Yeah.
You are using your smartphone to talk to me?
Yeah, correct.
And you can't do both on your smartphone?
It's not coming up on the computer. I don't see why it would work on the smartphone.
Well, I got so back to so we're going to have a hard time doing. I'm going to see what else I can do without you having access to a computer to see the video, because most of my questions are on the video. So let me go here. So I was already read you the event log, and you know that nobody ever came. The next event happens like at 3:00, which after I was way gone. So do you know about how long before they put handcuffs on me and I was allowed to leave? You know how long that was?
No, I don't.
And did you know that I had my friends drive me to the hospital? Did you know that? Did you say no?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm pretty much done with this report, because they never showed up ever. Even so, do you know when? You know what day the? Yeah, go lower down. Do you know what day the that they put out the stop and arrest on me? It's on your report, right?
Yeah.
The incident happened on February 18th, 2025, right?
Yeah.
What day was I arrested?
I don't know what day you were arrested.
Okay, what day did you put out the probable cause to arrest me?
April 22nd, 2025.
Okay, and that's how long after February 18th is that? Over 2 months, right? Ma'am, over 2 months?
Yeah, February, March, April, 2 months.
Okay, thank you. So what made you do it on that day? Did you say April 22nd?
Yeah, I believe so.
So-
On there.
Okay, what made you do it on that day? Did somebody tell you to?
That's when Sergeant Keating contacted.
Okay, so that's the time Sergeant Keating told you to put a stop and arrest on me, right?
Correct.
And in your report, it says you put a stop on arrest for disorderly conduct and assault. He didn't say trespassing, did he?
I don't recall.
Look on your report, ma'am. This is on your report. You have it in front of you?
I can get it.
Please. I need you to keep all that in front of you because I'm going to be asking a lot of questions still on it. Because that's all I got.
Okay.
Okay, which report you got in front of you? The one, because you got two reports here. Let me go to the second one. Can you find me the other report there? Trying to find it here. You got the two reports in front of you?
Which one do you want me to look at?
You have two of them in front of you, right? What's her name? There's another. So you have two of them in front of you?
Okay.
Okay, which one? Let's start with the one that's the -2, the narrative. So I got that one. There's another one. So you got them in front of you now?
Okay.
Okay, on your report, the first report you got in front of me, which one is it?
Which one do you want me to look at?
Thank you. Okay, which one do you got in front of you? I'm going to do both, so whichever one you pull up, you got two. Grab one of the two, please.
Okay. Well, the one, this is a PC statement. That's the one you told me to pull up earlier.
Okay, then the other one says narrated by Lee Monica. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, first submitted 03/02/2025 at 5 or 15:18. Do you have that report in front of you?
I'm sorry, which one? Oh, 30.
Okay, there's two of them, right? You got two of them. You wrote the narrative. One says it's a PC statement. What does that mean? Probable cause statement, right? You got the one that says PC statement right under narrative?
Okay.
You got that? Do you have that in front of you, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. There's a second paragraph to that. There's two paragraphs on that, right?
Okay.
Read me the second paragraph.
I'm not going to read you the report you have in front of you.
And you know how to read, right? Okay, let me read it to you, ma'am. I can read. I can read fine. I'm fine with that. I can come over there and teach you.
Do you have a question about that?
Yes, I do. Okay, let me read it to you, then I'll ask you the question, because you have to understand what you wrote. You wrote this report, and you said, on April 22nd, 2025, I was instructed by Keating to issue a stop and arrest for Mark Brown for DOC and assault with minor injury. You see that? Trespassing's not on there. So you added trespass yourself, right?
Well, DOC can also be trespassing.
Okay, but they're two separate things. You charged me with all three. If they was the same, then you would have charged me with just two, right?
Correct.
Okay, on this report, you didn't mention trespassing, right?
On which report?
The one you're reading right now, you have it in your hand, right? You have this in your hand.
I mentioned it as one of the charges that I believe there was probable cause for.
No, this was Sergeant Keating issued a stop and arrest. You was instructed, this came from Sergeant Keating to arrest me for disorderly conduct and assault, right?
Correct.
Trespassing's not on that, is it?
It's not specifically indicated, but
Yes, okay, that's a no. This is yes or no. Make it easy on you. This is going to take forever if you keep playing this game. So you are playing games, man. So I'm asking you something simple. He asked you to arrest me. He asked, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just said disorderly conduct can involve trespassing also.
Okay, then why would you do both? If it's the same thing, are you,
I believe it's not the same thing. I believe both occurred.
okay, but Sergeant Keating asked you to put a stop and arrest. That's why you did it on April 22nd, right?
Correct.
And that was over 2 months after the incident.
Yes.
So who added trespassing?
I did.
So you added trespassing. So
Yes.
that was only you. So why did you add trespassing?
Because I believe that there was probable cause for the trespassing charge.
And I already read you that statute, and I read everyone on that statute, and you still can't tell me what the probable cause was because there was no audio,
Okay.
right?
That's something that we can hash out in court if that's what you'd like.
Well, this ain't gonna go to court if this is true, right?
Okay.
Because you're gonna drop the charges because you can't go under you're not gonna go and lie under oath, right, in court?
No, I would not do that.
Okay.
Like I said, like I told you before, it's not up to me to drop the charges. That's up to the attorney.
But you're the one that pressed the charges with no probable cause.
I give you the charges that I believe that had probable cause.
Okay? Can you tell me what that probable cause was?
We've already been over that.
Yes, I know, and you have nothing. So since you can't have audio, but there's audio available, and you admit that you didn't interview any of the witnesses, right?
Correct.
So there's no way for you to have probable cause because you didn't interview anyone other than MaryJane. So if MaryJane was lying, your whole case is in the trash can, right?
Okay. We can.
I'm asking you, yes or no. So you're going on MaryJane. So if MaryJane was lying, you don't have anything, right?
I'm not going to speculate on that.
So, but you only have MaryJane on your probable cause. You have nothing else but MaryJane's statement because you didn't see it yourself, right?
I believe that probable cause existed. That's why the stop and arrest was.
But you can't say what the probable cause was. You just keep saying it existed, but you can't say what it was.
That's in the report.
Okay, what? Specifically, what in the report says about trespassing for sure? Because he asked you to arrest me not for trespassing, but for DOC. And do you think that's because that's a public place? And I'm allowed to be there. That's a public place just like the public library or anything that's public and allows the public in, right?
Okay.
Because there's public on the building. It says it's public. So can you ask me to leave a public place for recording?
She's a representative.
No, I said,
You can ask people to leave, yes.
okay, can she ask someone to leave because they was wearing something she don't like? So she can ask someone to leave for any reason you're thinking.
Not going to argue what she can and can't do.
Well, asking somebody to leave is not even in the statute, ma'am. You keep going back to that. But you didn't charge me for 1502. You charged me for 1503, and that is not in there.
Okay, so if the statute is wrong, then
No, the statute ain't wrong, ma'am. You're wrong. The statute's the statute.
if I use the wrong statute in the stop and arrest, then it can get dismissed. Okay, then I made a mistake and the charge can get dismissed, but I'm not gonna keep going over this again and again with you. If
Okay.
you don't like the statute, that's fine, it can get dismissed.
No,
if that's-
I'm fine with the statute. What I don't understand is your interpretation of the statute. Because there's only 2 sentences to this statute. It's the simplest statute I've ever read in my life.
Okay,
There's less than 20 words,
okay,
And if I didn't,
then that's fine. You don't
and it starts with knowingly, So anyway, so let's go to assault. And I read every one of the ones on disorderly conduct classification. I read that to you, every single one of them, and you said no, that I didn't do that. So I don't understand why I was charged under that statute. Now let's go to the third one that you unlawfully charged me with, and that is assault, okay? And that is 13-1203. Tell me what your understanding of 13-1203 is.
I'm sorry, wait, which one?
13-1203. You charged me with 13-1203, correct?
I believe that was one of them, yeah.
Okay, tell me what's in that statute.
Causing physical injury to somebody else, or if they believe that they're going to get injured.
That's your interpretation. What else?
What are you asking?
I'm asking you to tell me your understanding of 13-1203. That's what you charged me with, right?
Okay. And I just told you what.
You told me, okay, you told me one of the things, okay, what did I do that, in this statute, what did I do? What's the probable cause that I did for this statute?
I believe that during your interaction with MaryJane, that you grabbed her hand, causing the injury to her finger.
Okay, and the video shows me grabbing her hand?
I don't recall. Like I said, I don't.
Okay. So if the video didn't show that, then you had no probable cause, because you're going only on the video and what MaryJane says, right?
And the injuries to her fingers.
Okay, so do you have any reason that I intentionally, because it says intentionally on this statute, you left that out, but intentionally is the word that starts it. So did I intentionally place another person in reasonable apprehension of imminent physical injury? Okay, so how do you know that I intentionally wanted to hurt her?
I don't know that it was your intention.
Okay, well, that's in the statute, so you're gonna have to throw that one out too, because
Okay.
it says intentionally, ma'am, right? Can you pull up that statute and so we're on the same page?
Okay.
13-1203, and I really wish you would have came with all this, because you think you would have had that with you, because you know I'm gonna ask these questions.
I had no idea what questions you were going to.
Oh, ma'am, you know I'm gonna ask questions on the three things you're charging me with.
I don't know what questions.
If you don't understand the statute, how can you have probable cause under the statute?
Okay. So what is your question for me regarding this?
Okay, how can you prove that,
I'm not pursuing anything.
okay, what's a probable cause that you had that I intentionally placed another person in reasonable apprehension of imminent physical injury?
I didn't say it was intentional.
I know, the statute does, ma'am. I'm going by the statute. And that's what the judge, you understand, when I go to court, the judge is gonna make me stick to this. I can't ask a whole lot of questions, that they're gonna be non-relevant. But anything on this statute is relevant, because you're supposed to understand the statutes that you arrest people for, right?
Okay. Okay.
Was that? Okay. All right, so, anyway, I'm gonna go. So, did MaryJane ever claim that I initiated the physical contact?
I don't remember. I don't believe so, but
Okay, I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of questions real fast just to get through them. So,
okay.
so did MaryJane grab my phone before I touched her?
I don't recall.
Are you aware that MaryJane attempted to seize my phone from my hands?
I believe she was trying to put you in handcuffs. I don't know if she was trying to grab your phone first or what this
Is that what the video showed?
was. I don't remember.
Did she grab my hand or my phone?
I don't recall.
Okay, So we're back to the video. So we're going to be having another interview when you get the video. So was there any physical injury to MaryJane?
I believe she had swollen fingers and some pain.
Do you have the photographs of that?
I sent her a link. I believe she uploaded them, or I don't know.
Did you ever see them?
Yes, I believe so.
You did see the physical injuries. And how can I get? Yes, how can I get them?
You would have to request them, but not through me. I can't authorize the release of those pictures.
So did you consider whether MaryJane's conduct could be considered aggressive or provocative?
No.
So her coming up, grabbing my phone, that's allowed under law, right?
I'm sorry?
So her coming up, grabbing my phone, you wouldn't consider that aggressive or provocative?
I don't know.
Okay. If you was holding the phone out in front of you and I walked up and grabbed it from you, would that be okay with you?
That depends on the situation.
Okay. If you was holding the phone in front of me for any reason.
I'm not going to go through every scenario with you, Mr. Brown. What questions do you have regarding?
Okay. You don't consider that provocative that somebody would grab a phone, that someone would come up and grab a phone from them?
Like I said, I'm not going to answer that question. That's not.
You're going in front of a judge, ma'am. So,
Sorry?
all right. So you're going in front of a judge. I don't think you know what you're getting into here, but the judge is going to make you answer, and we're gonna have to watch this video, and you really need to watch it beforehand because we're going to be watching this in court,
Okay.
and then we're going to go over step by step, frame by frame, and I'm trying to figure where in this video I conducted disorderly conduct, where I was trespassing, and where I committed assault. So this video can show the assault, but it can't show the other stuff because there's no audio. So you had no probable cause to put out a probable cause statement for arrest because there was no probable cause because you didn't hear any audio. But it was live streamed to the public in many places. Do you know that there were several people at the Tucson Police watching my live stream? Do you know?
No.
And you know the name of my station's Tucson Police Suck. My YouTube channel is Tucson Police Suck. And they was watching it the day this happened. Do you know that?
No, I didn't. Do I get overtime for this? Okay. Mr. Brown, we need to end this. So finish up, please.
No, I'm not even 1/3 of the way through.
Okay, well, I'm not staying here all night. This has been going on for over an hour and a half.
Yeah, of you not answering any questions and you not being able to start your computer. So, okay, I'll tell you what. Can you, as soon as you're able to open your computer, we're going to redo this. We're going to continue this interview. I'm going through all the questions and marking them out. So, but I'm not even 1/3 of the way through them. I never even got to the third charge, the assault. I'm going on that now, but intentionally is in every one of them. So unless I intentionally, you shouldn't have charged me with that unless you knew that I intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly did that. Intentionally placing another person, intentionally knowing touching another person with intent to injure.
Question, Mr. Brown.
The question is what probable cause do you have that I intended to injure MaryJane?
The probable cause is in the case report. If you don't believe it's there, then that's your belief, and that's fine.
Okay. What in the police report says that I intentionally?
Okay. Like
Okay.
I said, I believe there's probable cause that is listed in the case report between that and the video evidence.
What specifically in your police report? What specifically in your police report?
The probable cause is you.
Okay. What intentionally in your police report did you see that I intentionally did anything? That I intentionally did?
And now it's
Was that?
also reckless.
it says, okay, you says, which one are you talking about now? So now you're starting to read the thing a little bit. Which one is that? There's, under 13-1203, there's three things. 1, 2, and 3. Which one are you referring to?
Okay. All I'm gonna say is that in the statute, there is recklessly along with the other one that.
Okay, okay, let me read that one to you again.
No, you don't need to read it.
Ma'am, you said recklessly. Okay, it says intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly. So you're saying
Brown, you have 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna hang up the phone because.
no, we're not ending this interview, ma'am. I'm not even a third of the way done. So,
I am not here all night, so ask your questions. I'm not gonna.
ma'am, you're getting paid for this. I'm not. You're getting paid for this, right?
I am right now, but I am not authorized overtime for this, so this needs to end soon.
Okay, so let's schedule another time right now. How about next Tuesday at 3 o'clock? And you have your computer, and you have your computer ready, and you have a way to watch the video. Done.
Okay, I can't say that the video will be available to me then.
Okay, when you get the video available, can you email me at Tucson, please suck?
How about keep asking your questions so we can get through as much as we can?
Okay, then stop doing this to me then. So
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm trying to get you to focus on.
I am, and I keep reading it. So every one of the things that starts with an, okay,
Probable cause is already water under the bridge.
no, it's not. You ain't said anything. So you have the probable cause that I intentionally injured MaryJane.
No, I never said intentional.
I know, the statute does, ma'am. The statute says that. So,
Don't agree with, if you don't think I had probable cause, that's fine. Let's move on to the next question.
no, the statute, do you agree the statute starts with intentionally?
That is one of the words in the statute.
The very first word.
Okay? What,
So, do you have that in front of you right now?
what do you need?
I want you to read that to me, so I'm understanding we're on the same page.
Need the text that you have in front of you.
I know, I want you to read it so we're on the same page. Can you please read it, ma'am?
No, I'm not.
Okay, in court, I'm gonna ask you to read it, okay?
Okay, that's fine. In court, you can do that.
And the judge is gonna make you answer.
Okay,
So why don't you just answer it now so we can get through this?
because that has no bearing. That all I'm doing is reading something that you can read yourself, and you're wasting your own.
But you can't read it because I wanna make sure that you're reading the same thing I'm reading.
It's the ARS statute.
13-3, so you don't know what it is and you can't read it.
I'm not going to read it to you when you.
Although you graduated from college, do you have to read to graduate from college?
Okay, what is your question?
Okay, on 13-1203, read B. It goes A, 1, 2, 3, B. Read B to me.
No, I am not going to read you the statute that you have in front of you. What is your question?
Okay, that says assault committed intentionally or, I'm reading it to you, ma'am, please stop. Let me finish the question. Do you know that B says assault committed intentionally or knowingly pursuant to subsection A of this paragraph is a class 1 misdemeanor? Do you know that?
Okay, if that's what you're reading, that's fine.
No, you got it in front of you, right?
No, I don't have it in front of me.
Okay, you said you did a second ago. Can you please get in front of you 13-1203?
Why? No. What does that have to do with the case?
Because that is the statute that you charged me with, ma'am. This is relevant.
Okay, Mr. Brown, we're done. If you have any.
No, we're going to continue this when you get the...
Do it in court, but I'm.
Okay, here's what you need to do. You need to go to email TucsonPoliceSuck@gmail.com and tell me when you have the computer in front of you. I can't do any of these other interviews till I complete this one. The only other one I can do right now is Sachs. So you can tell Sachs to hurry up. I put one into him too. Here's a question I do have for you. How long do you guys got to respond when I put in the request to interview? How long do they give you? Hello? 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 Is that in the interview? I didn't even get to a third of it. I think this girl,
She's about a dumb bitch.
yeah, I think she's dumber than fucking that guy in For Honor Your Oath. That idiot.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
she's dumber than Chandler.
Oh, yeah, she sounds pretty stupid.
I couldn't get the interview.
James said she fled the scene. Oh, I can't believe that bitch stuck around for that long. Fuck, man.
Every one of these were relevant questions. She can't understand. She's not going to be able to say that I can't ask that question about the statute.
Right.
I mean, that's if you watch that trial with Richard Weed up in, they
yeah.
made it. They threw out everything. They let the prosecutor bring up why they pulled him over, but he couldn't talk about the muffler at all.
Yeah,
But they let them do it.
Yep, absolutely.
But everything she focused on the statute, and that's what I was focusing on. Every question I asked was related to the statute.
Yep.
So I don't think I asked any question that the judge ain't going to make her answer.
Right. Well, her main thing was not answering your questions. That's for sure.
All right, guys, let me go to the. I didn't look at any of the comments the whole time. Let me go look now.
Yep.
All right. What do you guys think of her? So, James Freeman says, camera is a dangerous instrument. Convict him. I agree with that. Thanks for watching, guys. I got a lot. Oh, that was way back there. Dang. I'm going to have to go through and look at all these comments because Get a Rope says, good job. I didn't get a finish, but she ain't going to get away with it next time. You wait till I get her on the stand. She's going to be shaking in her boots, I mean, so you guys saw, this is the first sign. You guys, I might go ahead and put this on private, guys, because this is the first time this video is released. I'm watching it, so I'm really doing this so you guys can ask the questions too. So before my next interview, I'm going to watch all this and see what questions you guys put in there. And if you guys have any questions that I should ask that I ain't got to yet, put it in there now, because I will read this and I'll write that on my list. So, but yeah, this is an hour and 47 minutes and she didn't answer hardly anything. She couldn't read, I was asking her to read something real simple. These statutes that she's doing, like, look how small they are, guys. Look at that. I mean, this is so, everyone starts with intentionally, on assault, okay? And then disorderly conduct, Look at that. That's the longest one. And that ain't very long, guys. Where's the last one? So, and the last one's only 2 sentences. She couldn't even read 2 sentences, But I still don't know. I'm going to interview all them witnesses that you're looking at right now, guys. Every one of them cops is a witness. The only one that I can't do, I shouldn't say do for sure, because MaryJane's not my type. The other MaryJane is. I smoke MaryJane all the time. But this MaryJane is an evil, evil woman, So MaryJane, every single one of them is going to have to answer my questions as a witness, but she don't have to because she's a victim. What's the point? Tuck should not push it. Now she has time to figure out how to evade more on the stand. Yeah, that's okay, because the judge is going to make her answer these questions. They're just totally relevant, She can't say that ain't relevant. And she don't get to choose what's relevant on the stand. And she shouldn't be doing that in the interview. She's supposed to just answer the questions and let the judge decide. If it's irrelevant, then he's not going to let me put it in evidence, She thinks hearsay gives her RAS. Yeah, and she only got it for one person. Look at all them people that were there, Look at all them people that were there, and she didn't talk to one of them. She didn't talk to no witnesses. She didn't interview nothing but this video that she can't remember. She can't remember nothing about this video, and she couldn't pull it up. So this is the video that's going to clear me for all the charges, but the real video is my live stream, because that had all the vocals. That had me telling them, okay, I'm leaving, and they wouldn't let me leave. You know, that one zit-faced, crater-faced fat guy, Lopez, I think is his name.
Lopez. Yeah.
Lopez.
He's a defendant in the lawsuit.
Yeah,
As well.
he's in our lawsuit. So I didn't even get to the questions. That this is an anti-SLAPP, guys. They put these charges on me 2 months after, about 3 weeks after I filed the lawsuit. That's what I was trying to get at. After I filed a lawsuit, then they put these charges on me because they think it protects them. And that means I can't go near that stupid MaryJane victim, the so-called victim that caused all this. You know, she's the one that caused it all. She came up to me, surrounded me with her goons, and grabbed my phone and wouldn't let me leave. She wanted my phone. That's all she wanted. She wanted my phone.
It's obvious right here in this video.
Yeah, and if you look real close here, let me zoom in here. So, yeah, let me go back. I can't go back just seconds on that. You just see that, guys? Oh, here I can do 10 seconds here. Okay, I want you to watch her. She scratches her eye. She's looking at my phone. When I point my phone at Lopez, she's planning on grabbing it. She puts her finger up there, look. Then she grabs it. She's not trying to put me in handcuffs. That's a lie. She never told me I was under arrest. She has no arresting power. She can't arrest me. Everything they're doing, they can't do. They're supposed to call the police to do what they're doing right here. So all this is excessive force, and it's against their own orders right here. That's all the stuff that they can't do, you know, and they did. Nowhere on there does it say you grab their phone and put him in handcuffs if he's recording you. Uh-oh, we're dipping out. Are you guys back? Conspiracy, yeah. But she did a probable cause statement interviewing only one witness, which was the victim, you know. And I had 4 witnesses there, you know. Sheriff Dave, you see him talking to him right now. And if you know what's happening when you watch my live stream, watch Dave go get my bag. I'm telling Dave to get my bag because there's legal papers in that bag that they can't have. And they're going to go back and look through my legal papers, which is totally illegal. But that's why I wanted him to take my bag. And if you watch there, I threw my phone to him. Let me go back there again. When you watch me throw my phone to him. Watch it again. See me go back at the beginning where she puts her hands on me. So watch her go with her right hand. She scratches her eye while she's looking at my phone when I point it to him. She reaches across and she grabs it right there. She thinks that she's going to grab that phone from me, guys. I was a bouncer in a bar for 10 years. I got barroom reflexes. I had people come at me with pool sticks, beer bottles at my head, knives. I took guns from people inside the nightclub, you know, where my idiot staff let him in with a gun. Or one guy was watching the back door and the guy walked in right with a gun. But you got to understand that that I have the right to defend myself. And I wasn't, and right there, if you see I'm struggling, my right arm don't go behind my back. MaryJane couldn't, if there was 100 MaryJanes, they couldn't get my right arm behind my back because it don't go there. So finally they put them on the front. And then right now I'm asking Dave to pick up my suitcase. Then he's asking, they're trying to make him leave without my suitcase. They was going to go through my suitcase. And I threw him my phone, as you saw. So all that was protective stuff to protect my my belongings, you know, because they would erase a lot of my stuff on the phone. No, she's not a cop. That's security. Her boss is Dick Tracy. She's number 2, and she's not even security in this court. She's in Superior Court. She came over there because Dick Tracy sent her over there to be a victim. Dick Tracy is the one on this, guys. So Dick Tracy's in charge of her. So all this goes back. This is the same group of people that railroaded Lane Myers. This is the same group, and they think they're going to do it to me. But I'm not as easy as Lane Myers. You know, I'm not going to go off on the handle and get myself in jail so I can't represent myself. You know, if I do it, it's going to be all on them. You know, so that's the only chance they got. Lane is free, guys. So don't say free Lane anymore. He's free. He pled to 3 years probation. So he's out riding his mountain bike again. But he did kind of screw us. Now they're going to come after us harder. This is Laura Conover's in all of this. Laura Conover's going after El Charo. She's going after me. They think that they're going to get all of us so-called First Amendment auditors, and they label me that. I never, ever labeled myself one. You know, I'm more of a police accountability. I started doing this in 1993, guys. There wasn't no YouTube in 1993. You know, I was police accountability. I went to all the, you know, the police advisory review boards and made complaints and tried to change the system, which is fruitless. I wasted my time doing that. And I'm wasting my time now in a way, but all I can do is show how stupid these guys are and how they'll do anything to put someone in jail if they think that you're recording them. So anyway, you're going to see them on this thing if you watch the whole thing through. And if you keep going back, you'll be able to see the whole thing. You're going to see them take the handcuffs off and then release me. And I took myself to the VA. I was there 8 or 9 hours. I think I went there, it was before noon. I didn't get out of there till 10 o'clock. So I didn't get home till 10 o'clock because she ripped my shoulder out trying to put it behind my back. And it don't go behind my back. No more because of Brandon Williams. He was the one that did that. Lane needs to stay way off the grid for at least a year. No, sorry, for 3 years he does. Anything he does, he's going to finish up his time in prison. So, because he was convicted, guys. So he has 3 years of probation. If he makes one misstep, if he records one person they don't like, he's going to prison. So yeah, he's probably correct, but they're never going to scare me away from, you know, telling the truth and fighting these bogus charges. You know, they're going to try. They're going to try. The system functions exactly as it was designed. That's correct. I agree with that 100%. And 98% of the people plea. And that's why I'm going to be going over the Cold War, like I was saying before. The Cold War and the war on drugs, which was the ones that started all this prison industrial complex, and Nixon signed it in. That's what started all the probation, and then in the 90s, 3 strikes and you're out, filled up the prisons, made the probation officers, all these losers like court security. It give all them jobs, you know. So anyway,
You guys have a good one.
I'm gonna end this, guys. I'm gonna end this, guys. Be looking for the next one, and they're probably gonna be watching it. So and they're gonna try to get educated, and they're gonna remember they're gonna have to answer the questions on the statute. They can't not answer them questions. So, all right, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to have to go back and read all of this because, like I said, for the first hour and a half, I couldn't read nothing. Peace out.
Don't talk to me at that time.
Yeah, oh shit. Turn this off first.
All right.